What is going on, everybody? Welcome, Pardon My Pancreas, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you're coming at us from, welcome. And today I want to introduce a topic on how I can guarantee success. Now, I've been working with my results coaching clients over the last couple weeks, creating new meal plans, new workouts, new goals. And I realized not everyone knows the secret to goal setting. I've spent the last 10 years pushing the limits while identifying trends and patterns in my type 1 diabetes management. Follow along as I learn, apply, and share the fitness, nutrition, and lifestyle strategies that I've learned from diabetes experts around the world. The real question is, how can we live fearlessly with diabetes while maintaining stable blood sugars? This podcast is here to give you the answer. My name is Matt Vandervecht, and with my co-host Ali Abdul Karim, we welcome you to Pardon My Pancreas. Alright guys, so today I want to open this up with a story. Now we're going to go over how to guarantee your own success, and of course the smartest way to do that. But first, a story. So I had a client a few years ago, and her goal around New Year's, of course, it was a New Year's resolution, just like last week was New Year's, right? I'm sure a lot of you have New Year's resolutions or goals that you set forward and you're hoping to achieve those. But she set a New Year's resolution to get healthy over the next year. I said, okay. It's a good place to start. I'm glad that you want to get healthy, right? It's a good place. But how do you know you're going to succeed? She said, well, I hope I'm going to succeed. I hope I can make it. Well, we can't measure hope, right? So we follow a 5-rule set. We follow SMART goals. Now, do I mean that if you can't achieve your goals that you're stupid? No, absolutely not. That's not what we're talking about here. SMART is actually an acronym. As what we follow to achieve our goals. SMART stands for, right? We have S for specific, M for measurable, A for actionable, R for realistic, T for time defined. So we look at her goal, we say, okay, you want to get healthy over the next year. Is that specific? Do you know exactly what you want? No, that's difficult. Healthy. What does healthy even mean? Healthy can mean a variety of things to a lot of different people. For one person, it could mean quitting smoking. For the next person, it could be going raw vegan. Now, what I want to get into next is the measurable component. Is healthy measurable? No, not in the slightest. Is it losing X amount of pounds, right? Is it eating this many fruits and vegetables per day? No, there was no measurement at all. This is not going so well so far, right? Next is actionable. Do we have a plan? Is there something that we can get done tomorrow, next week, next month, that we can follow a framework? No. She wanted to get healthy. That was her only goal. What comes next? R. Is it realistic? Well, depending on her definition of healthy, it definitely could be realistic. So cool. We're on our first yes of the 5 pillars. Now lastly, we come to time defined. Is there an end goal that you can mark on your calendar to assure that you will be done by this date? Yes, technically, she had said, I want to get healthy in the next year. So, it was realistic, it was time defined, but it was not specific, it was not measurable, and it was not actionable. So, 2 out of 5. It's a failing score. Likelihood of her completing that goal? Not very likely, unfortunately. Now, of course, this is the beginning, right? She was with me during this goal setting phase, so we were able to take a look at the whole year and set forth a new path. Okay, she wasn't screwed, just kind of like, crap, I'm not going to be able to change this. No, we can change it in real time. That's the beauty of this method. Now, of course, within SMART goals, there is a deeper component with finding your why, understanding why you want to do this. So I asked her, what's your why? She said, I want to get healthy because I'll feel better. Is that a strong why? No, that's not a very strong why. Now, a why is your core belief, your core reason, your core drive for achieving this goal. And most of us don't know our true drives behind our goals until we dig deep. And the best way to dig deep is to keep asking why. So if I say, hey, why do you want to get healthy? Oh, so I can feel better. Why? So that I live longer? Why? Well, if I live longer, I can take better care of my kids. Why? Why is that important to you? Because I don't want to leave my kids abandoned. Oh, we're starting to get deeper. Why? Why is that important to you? Well, because when I was a kid, my parents never had the time to play with me, and I want to make sure that I'm there for my kids and I'm healthy enough to take care of them, but also to be a big part of their life and to be there for the important moments. And holy cow, that's a why. Now we're getting to the meat of this. Do you see how this changes? I want to get healthy because I'll feel better versus I want to get healthy for my kids so that I don't have to abandon them because of an early death or because I can't be there, I don't have enough energy. So there's a whole new component to this, right? So that's your why, finding your deepest reason that drives you to complete your goal. And that fits best in the specific area, right? The specific, the S of the SMART. But what's next? Measurable. And by the way, why doesn't always have to fit inside specific. It could just be, this is exactly what I want. I know what my outcome needs to be, right? Be specific. But the second one, M, measurable. How can we make her goal measurable? What does healthy even look like? And again, this varies per person. Maybe for her, she wants to lose weight so that she can reduce her risk for heart disease, right? Maybe her doctor told her, you need to lose weight or there's going to be some complications down the road for you. She goes, okay, I know I need to lose weight. How much do I need to lose? He goes, 20 pounds. So she's like, okay, Matt, I got it. Measurable, I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months. I go, okay, that's measurable. Those are hard numbers, right? We can measure that result. So what's our next step? Our next step becomes actionable. So what's our plan, right? We have our end goal in sight. We have our driving factor, our why. We have our measurable component, right? We know we need to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months. Our actionable item, how can we get this in motion? What can we do now? What is the plan? So for A, I like to say, what's the plan? What is her plan to lose 20 pounds in 6 months? She goes, well, Matt, I know exactly what I need to do. I joined your program. That's why I'm here, right? You're going to help me lose weight. I'm like, all right, cool. That's what we're focusing on. I love it. So she has a plan now, right? She hired a coach to take her through a weight loss journey that's also aware of her type 1 diabetes. And that's what I do best. I help people achieve their goals. And so she has a measurable, specific goal, and now she has an action plan. This is an actionable. And next up, is it realistic? You look at that again. Measurable. She wanted 20 pounds lost in 6 months. Is that realistic? Say absolutely. It's a matter of caloric deficit, maintaining stable blood sugars, and getting moving. We can totally achieve that. Very cool. R, checked off. We got that one for SMART. Now what does SMART end with? T, is it time defined? Well, yeah. Part of the measurable, she said 20 pounds in 6 months. Amazing. Time defined by 6 months from today, I will have lost 20 pounds because I want to live a healthier life, to be there for my kids, because I do not want to let them down and miss out on life's greatest moments. Boom! Success. That's how it's done. It's called SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T. Are you a failure if you do not achieve this? Absolutely not. Are you stupid? No, definitely not. But you can learn from your mistakes. You look back and say, where did I mess up? Was it not realistic? A lot of times that's true. Was it not actionable? Maybe I forgot to make a plan. I just said I want to lose 20 pounds in 6 months. Awesome, that's realistic, that's measurable, that's specific, that's time defined, and you forgot to make the plan. Oops. Sometimes it can be as simple as that. We overlook a big piece and we just forget about it. And then 6 months later, we look back and go, ooh, today was, oops, I was supposed to lose 20 pounds by today and I didn't. Well, guess I'll try again next year. And that's how people fail on their New Year's resolutions. So, one thing that you can do right now, today, there's a couple things, honestly, but the first step is decide on your goal. What do you want to achieve in the next month, in the next 6 months, in the next year? Easiest way to start this process is find a massive goal, right? Something that seems unrealistic, and then break it up into smaller pieces. Look at the next 5 years. What do you want to achieve 5 years from now? Maybe it's a health-related goal, maybe it's a financial goal, maybe it's a relationship goal, maybe it's a personal development goal. It doesn't matter what the goal is. What do you want 5 years from now? Okay? Get that amazing goal. What is your dream? Now break it up into a smaller piece. What can you do in the next single year to best prepare yourself to achieve that 5-year goal? Okay, so breaking up into smaller pieces so each year for the next 5 years you can dedicate yourself to doing this one thing that's going to better prepare you to achieve that 5-year goal. Okay, so now you have that 1-year goal. What's the next step you can do? Well, you can either make a New Year's resolution, right, because it's New Year's right now, it was last week, and work towards that over the next year, or you can break it up even smaller, which should be the next step after making your New Year's resolutions anyways. Break up that full year into 12 months. What can you do each month to set yourself on a path to success? What can you do this month? That's a big question, because guess what? You can't procrastinate when it's now. You can say, oh, in the next year, I'm going to lose 20 pounds. Okay, that doesn't mean that you have to start today. So likely, you're going to keep putting it off and procrastinating because you don't want to start that uncomfortable journey. Because guess what? Growth comes from being uncomfortable. But being uncomfortable is uncomfortable, which is why so many people struggle with growth. I realize this is kind of turning into a motivational talk, and I'm okay with that. I hope you are too. But you understand that as we break it up into smaller pieces, we can still use the SMART goals method, right? We look at the 5-year plan, SMART goals. Is this specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time-defined? Great. Totally is. That means we can do it. Now let's break it up into smaller pieces. The 1-year goal. Is the 1-year goal SMART? Is it specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time-defined? Is it? Cool. Then we can move on. The 1-month goal. Is that SMART? We keep breaking it down into smaller pieces. Do you see how this works? Do you see how once we can break it down into bite-sized chunks, anything is possible? Literally, you can achieve anything with the right plan, right preparation. So, if you want to break it up even further, what can you do this week to achieve that 5-year goal? What can you do today? Now, I want to invite you to something special that we've created. If it's okay with you guys, I want to let you know about it, especially because it's 100% free. Yeah, you heard me right. It's literally a free resource to get you on track with your SMART goals, if they are pertaining to health or personal growth. Now, financial, you should probably go hire a CPA or financial advisor. That's not my specialty. But if any of your goals are surrounding diabetes, health, personal growth, I highly recommend you check out our free 7-day challenge. It's called the Healthy Habits Challenge. It is 100% free. You literally go to healthyhabits.ftfwarrior.com. The link is in the description or in the show notes or in our bio, whatever you're watching on. Or you can just type into your browser healthyhabits.ftfwarrior.com. And in this 7-day challenge, you have access to video modules from a type 1 diabetic who is a doctor. Right? He gets both sides of it, the medical team and living with type 1 diabetes. You also get access to a nutritionist who is also living with type 1 diabetes. She gets the whole thing too, right? She talks about carbs and their effect, how to pre-bolus. She talks about fats and their effect and how they change blood sugars and proteins and all sorts of stuff. And of course, at the end, you have me, the fitness expert, chatting diabetes and exercise, how you can stabilize exercise blood sugars before, during, and after to really just live your life. So you have a 7-day challenge, 3 different experts. This has literally never been created before. It's the first of its kind, and it's 100% free because I wanted to give you that to you guys. So jump in there. It's the Healthy Habits Challenge. You can find it at healthyhabits.ftfwarrior.com. Link in the show notes, the description, the bio, all the places you can find this link because I wanted to gift this to you to help you achieve your goals. Okay, so in combination with the Healthy Habits Challenge, using the SMART Goals formula, right, the framework for SMART, you will succeed. You have the best tools at your disposal. Go grab that membership. It's literally 7 days that will change your life. And I look forward to seeing you in there. Have an awesome day and keep up the fight. All right, guys, so that was an action-packed, info-crammed lesson that I wanted to throw in there. I know it was short and info heavy, but I want to jump in here and let you guys know you can find more info about the Healthy Habits Challenge at healthyhabits.ftfwarrior.com. It is a 100% free challenge where you get access to a doctor, a nutritionist, and a fitness expert, all of whom are living with type 1 diabetes, your single best resource to achieving your goals this year. So So you can pick that up at healthyhabits.ftfwarrior.com or the link in the bio. Go check it out and keep up the fight.